a city like Memphis, where we find Mike Seidel. Mike, how are things there? I know when you sent out the email yesterday, you said there was some ice on like the vegetation and the elevated surfaces, but by and large, it wasn't terrible in Memphis yesterday.
Yeah, it's a whole different world this morning here in Memphis and western Tennessee and eastern Arkansas. Yesterday, we were showing you about 1/10 of an inch of ice on this exact limb. Right now, we're up to about 1/4, and that's the general reports we're getting around Memphis. We didn't have hardly any wind last night. We had mostly sleet yesterday afternoon and last night. Thankfully, between that, less wind, power outages this morning are amazingly not bad. Here in Shelby County, home county to Memphis, just 645 customers. And statewide, not many out, only 1,100 to 1,200 customers for the entire state. So we were lucky because we didn't get all freezing rain and we didn't have any wind coming in on the backside. But look at the roads this morning. This is Poplar at 240. I'm watching 240 and it looks like they're averaging about 45 or 50 miles an hour. But look at all the ice here going on the ramp up to 240. The overpass is icy. It's sleet, freezing rain packed down, but all the roads here, look at this, is basically a sheet of ice. What we got going for us today is daylight, sun angle getting higher and higher now. We're in early February. Also, we had a little bit of sun this morning. I don't expect much of sunshine this afternoon. And temperatures forecast to creep just above freezing. So the PM rush hour is going to be a lot better, a whole lot better than what we see right now. Everybody just inching up the hill here and playing it safe. Take a look around Memphis, ice everywhere. I mean, it's just been that kind of 36 hours. We had the freezing rain Monday night into early Tuesday morning. Yesterday, we were dry until 2 p.m. Then we had the sleet. And that was basically all we had up until about 11 o'clock last night. Since then, nothing has fallen, but the damage has been done. And until we can get these temperatures up a little bit, the roads are going to be very, very slick. Schools again closed today. Mentioned the power outages. And at the airport so far, 24 cancellations, including 6% of their total rundown of departures. So, Alex, it obviously could have been a lot worse compared to like Texas as far as power outages, but the roads are in pretty poor shape right now. Got to wait for the radiation and the temperatures to climb to get these roads in better shape by this afternoon.
Yeah, so the afternoon comes in a hurry to get things in better shape there. Thanks so much, Mike. We'll check back with you.
Where Mike Seidel is right now. Mike dealing with clearly a lot of wintry weather still.
Yes, Dr. Postel, nothing falling, nothing has fallen since last night before midnight, but the damage has been done. All that sleet yesterday and some freezing rain. And we're watching the ramp over here. This is the off-ramp going 240 westbound here in the east side of Memphis. And we've got a pickup truck over there who has slid off to the side there. And I assume, I can guarantee you, it's probably not four-wheel drive. Not that that matters when you have so much ice, but he's sitting there, and then you've got two cars, I think 2 cars behind him. The others have backed down, I guess gotten back on the interstate because they didn't want to sit there forever. Here we are. This is Poplar over 240, and look at this road here. This is basically every road in Memphis except the interstates. It's just a solid sheet of ice. You got to slow down because if you hit your brakes, you're going to fishtail or you'll slide into the driver in front of you. So give yourself some extra distance. They have treated the overpass, and they salted this. Yesterday we salted this road, but again, it just was overtaken by the sleet, the freezing rain, and temperatures this morning at 25. Right now, Memphis has jumped back up to 26. We should see those temps getting a little bit above freezing this afternoon, which will help out these road conditions. We'll keep you updated. We'll come back here. We'll check back with Justin Michaels in Dallas-Fort Worth and let you know how much more of this wintry weather we deal with, especially over there in the great state of Texas.
We have our own Mike Seidel in Memphis. Mike, last time we talked to you, you said the sun was kind of coming out just a little bit, and that was helping some. What do you think the outlook for the rest of the day into tonight is going to be?
It's going to stay cloudy. We had a few peaks of sun earlier this morning. Was hoping we get a little bit more, but the higher sun angle and the latitude in Memphis is helping. The roads are now beginning to slush up a little bit. They're not a solid sheet of ice, and that's going to help things out for the rest of today into this evening. Our temperature is still 26 at 10 a.m. here in Memphis, so it didn't jump up a degree. Does it get to freezing later on this afternoon? Well, you go with the models, it says 33, 34, 30, you know, they're right around freezing or a degree above, but every degree helps at this point. And then late tonight, after midnight, another batch of precip comes in here. It's not going to be a lot, but if the temperature's at 31 or 32, we may get a little bit more icing or some sleet. We'll show you our drive this morning in from the hotel, and we didn't have to drive very far, about a mile or so, and you can see the roadways just packed with ice. What happened is we had freezing rain mixed with sleet, but it was mostly sleet, and that got packed down yesterday afternoon and early evening. Then the temperatures stayed below freezing, but we lost our insulation, the daylight. So by about 7 or 8 o'clock last night, everything was had just solidified, and that's what we woke up to this morning. But things are loosening up a little bit. As far as power outages here in Shelby County, 870 last check, 870. That's not many, thankfully. Statewide, just 1,100. So we've been very fortunate because we didn't have all that ice. We had a lot of sleet instead of ice. So that helped us out in a big way. At the airport now, departures today, departures and arrivals, 37 flights in and out of Memphis International have been canceled, 24 outbounds, and that's 7% of the flights. So you have just a little under 1 in 10 chance that you're flying out of Memphis that your flight has been canceled. We'll keep you updated as we watch the thermometer and watch the radar late tonight and early Thursday morning.
All right, thanks so much, Mike. Checking back with you, no doubt about it. We'll be watching the skies closely as we, again, usher in another round of precip